Let us assume that there are three tables: Sailors, boats, and reserves. Sailors have the IDs, sailor had the attributes, sailor ID, sailor's name, rating, and age. Boat had the attributes, boat ID, boat name, color. Reserves as an attributes, reserves, sailor, reserve, SID, sailor's ID, boat ID, and day. These are the columns on different tables. Actually, we have the three tables, and these are the columns. Now we are using joins to get the data from multiple tables. Actually, so we whatever we require in one table, the condition is in another table. In such a cases, we use uh, uh, joins to retrieve the data from multiple tables. So here is an example. Find the name of the sailors who reserved the boat 103. Actually, so names of the sailors is in sailors table. So boat 103 is in boat ID. So who reserves? So reserves SID reserves boats. Boat ID is in boat table, reserves table. So actually what we required is that name in sailors table, condition is in reserves table. In such a case, it is necessary to join the sailors with the reserves. First, I will select the rows from the reserves whose boat ID equal to 103. From that, I joined with the sailors, and finally, I will get the name. This is pi, sailor's name. So, I am getting the sailor's name, SID, boat ID equal to 103, reserves, sailor's ID. We have that. This is the way. So, first, we will get the boat ID 103 from table reserves. So then from this sailors is concatenated, joined. Finally, we get the name. This is the way to get the information from multiple tables. Similarly, we go for another example. List the names of the sailors list the names of the sailors who reserved red boat. This is my question. List the names of the sailors who reserved red boat. Actually, I want the names of the sailors. So all the names of the sailors in table, sailors in table. So what is the color? What is the condition? Boat ID, be a boat. So boat table is there. Boat name, boat color. Boat color is red. So this is the condition. List the names of the sailors. I want the names of the sailors. So name all the names of the sailors is in sailors table. Okay. Then of the sailors who reserved red boat. So red boat color is in boat table. Actually, there is no common column on sailors and boats. So there is a common column on reserves only. So from reserves. So that whatever we required information, that information is in sailors table. The boat information color is in boat table, and there is no common column on these two. That's way. So first I will select the rows, select the boats whose color is red. From that I joined with reserves. Finally I joined with sailors. So then we get the names. This is the way we get what we required. We required the names of the sailors. Yes, we required the names of the sailors. So I required the names of the sailors. Yes, required names of the sailors. What? So what is board color? So color. So color equal to red. This is the condition. Color equal to red. Color equal to red. So from which table? Boards table. So this is the subscript. Boards color equal to red. So red color. So I join with. So this is joined with, boat is joined with, this symbol is required, joined with. So boat is joined with the reserves. Reserves joined with silence. So this is the way to get the data from multiple tables. So first I select the boards whose color equal to red. So first I select the color boards from board table whose color equal to red. So that information is joined with results because there is a common column on both and results. Yes, I selected this information. I joined this information with results. Then we get the boat ID with SID also. So from SID again it is joined with the silence. So when we joined with the silence, we will get the silers which are matching with rows. Finally, we'll get the names of the sellers. This is the way to get the data from multiple tables. Suppose we want to get the data from multiple tables. This is the way. Sellers. This is the way to get the information from multiple tables. అడిగిరా తలిపేవాకు రే for another example. List the colors of the boards. Another question is there. List the colors of the boards reserved by Luber. So this is the question. I want the colors of the boards. So what we required, colors of the boards. Actually, board colors. This is the question. This is the question. So what we required, colors of the boards. Actually, colors of the boards in both table. Who reserved by the Luber? Luber is the name of the sailors. So actually, name of the sailor is in sailors table. Actually, there is no common column on both these tables. So we also required as reserves also. First, I will select what we required pi. Psi pi. What we required colors. So pi colors. Colors. What is the condition? What is the condition? Reserved by the Lubers. So S name equal to Luber. S name equal to Luber. So S name equal to Luber. This is the from which table it is boards, sailors. From sailors. So sailors. This is the sailors. So then I joined this joined with. So Luber is joined with razors. Again joined with ports. So this is the way we get the information. List the names of the sail, list the colors of the sail. So colors of the boats. So actually boats colors is, we need colors. So colors is in boat table. So who is reserved by the Luber actually. So Luber is the name of the sailors actually. So that is a name equal to Luber from sailors. So then there is no common column on sailors and boats. That's where is first I joined with reserves. Reserves is joined with boats. Actually, sailors. Actually, we need sailors and boats. But whenever we are performing join, there must be a common column. Otherwise, no matching rows will be selected. That's why. So then I joined sailors is joined with reserves, joined with boats. So finally, we get the result like this. So this is the way to get the information. Similarly, list the names of sailors. List the names of the sailors who have reserved at least one boat. Who have reserved. So is there any question? I think. I will know that we have to use inner join only in that particular situation. To perform inner join, so there must be a common column. when there must be a common column on both the tables, then only we can use the joins. If there is no common column, so we cannot use the joins actually. So at that time we can use the Cartesian products. So when there is no common column, so when there is a common column, then only we can use the joins. So here we have the three tables, silers and boards actually. If there is no reserves table, so then we cannot perform join with silers and boards, because so to perform in the case of join, so when there is a matching column, so the column value of one table must be matched with the column value of another table. Then only the rows will be selected. Otherwise, the rows will not be selected. So when there is only silers and boards, we cannot join silers and boards because there is no common column. So in this case, we use only Cartesian product only. That's all. So when we use a Cartesian product, then that is the lengthy process, and we cannot get the correct information. So for this purpose, again they given another table called as reserves. Reserve has a common column on silers and boards actually. So that's why we are used with this like list of colors, silers name equal to loop or silers, reserves as well as boards. That's similarly list the names of the silers who have reserved at least one board. Sir, I will know that we have used inner join only in a particular situation. Okay, understood. Okay, nice. List the names of the silers who reserved at least one board. I want the names of the silers who reserved at least one board. Actually, so actually silers is there. So another word, so actually reserves is also there. So when silers is joined with the reserves, so what we need names of the silers as pi. I want names of the silers. So from silers name, so I will just joined with silers. Sorry, results. So first I joined silers with reserves. So when I joined with the silers and reserves, we get the matching columns who reserved the boards. So from that I selected the names of the silers. This is the way so to get the details. First I joined with the actually who reserved board will be in reserves table. I required the names of the silers in silers table. First, I joined silers with reserves. When I joined silers with reserves, so we get the details who reserves the boards. So from that, we are selected the names of the silers. This is the way we use the joins. Another, find the names of the silers who reserved a red or green board. Reserve. Who reserved a red or green board. Who reserved a red or green board. I want the names of the silers who reserved a red or green board. So actually I want the names of the silers. Actually we want the names of the silers who reserved a red or board. red or green boat. So names of the sailors means we need this. Names of the sailors. Okay. Who reserved red or green boat? So then we need condition. What is the condition? Red boat or green boat? Color equal to red or. So we use R symbol. R is actually we use R symbol is symbol slow. Go for a symbol. Mm, symbols. R symbol is required actually. Symbols. More symbols. I want R. Mm, so this is the symbol. Insert R. This is the R symbol. R color equal to red or green. So I want the names of the sailors who reserved red or color. Red from which table? This is from boat table. From boats. Colors red or green from boats table. So okay. So this actually what we need names of the sailors actually. So there is no common column. That's why I made a join with the reserves. Join with the reserves. Again join with the sailors. Finally we get the this is the way to get the details of the we get details of the sailors who reserved red or green boat. First I select the red or green boats, then I select join with the reserves. Finally I joined with the sailors. So when you perform like this we will get the final answer like this. So another way there list the supplier IDs of the supplier who is over 20 years who does not reserve a red boat. So this is the question. Find the SIDs of sailors. SIDs of sailors with age over 20 who have not reserved a red book. So this is my question. Please wait. So this is my question. Find the SIDs of sailors. I want the SIDs of the sailors with age over 20 years. So 20 years కంటే ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి. Age over 20 years. We have not reserved a red boat. Actually, so we'll take the boat, red color boat. So we have not reserved red boat. So actually we take the boats from the boat table. Who red? So first we'll take the red color boats. So this is the question. I want this the person. What I want? So SID. Supplier ID. What is the condition? Is greater than 20. Is greater than 20. So this is the condition. So is greater than 20. Is greater than 20. From which table? Sailors. From sailors. From sailors. So first I select the details from sailors. Difference. I'll make a difference. What we can select? So SIDs. SID. Color equal to red. Color equal to red. From which table? Boats. From which table? Boats. table boards. So this table is joined with the results. Finally, sellers. So first I will select the actually. So I will select the sellers IDs whose age is greater than 20. Then I will select the sellers who reside at red boards. So from that I subtract them. Whenever we subtract minus difference minus there, then we get the rows of the first table, but not the rows of the second table. That's the problem. So in this way we are used. So this is the way we are using joins to get the details from multiple tables. This is the way. So like this, we use the queries, a relational algebra queries. We call as these are the relational algebra queries. So relational algebra, actually they will give multiple tables, silers, boards, results like this. They will give multiple tables. So then they will give the query. So you have to, first you have to check it what we required, what is the condition. So from that you have to select merge and select them. So that's the way we are using, so to get the details. So this is the way. So this is the way. So these are the different ways to write relational algebra queries to get it. Okay. So continuation will be tomorrow. I will continue with the next topic. Okay. Okay. This is the end of relational algebra.